We're ready.
We're ready?
Mhm.
Okay, welcome everybody to the November planning board meeting. As usual, the two exits and entrances either into the hall, but get out of here. There's a device on the wall over there that can be used if we needed it. Everybody turn off all your cell phones. And I guess that's it. Roll call, please.
Sharon Steigerwald. Here. Dave Martin.
Here.
Rich Slider.
Here.
James Nesbitt.
Here.
Ed Nelson.
Here.
Steve Hittner with Steve Block excused.
Steve called today and he tested positive for COVID. He took it 3 different times and then sent me a picture of it.
And he was here today.
Did he stop there with a mask? No.
He was
Oh, did he really?
Passing it around.
Okay. I don't know if I want to hear that. Okay, next item on the agenda for what it is, approval of October 7th, 2024 meeting minutes. I watched the meeting on YouTube, and Dave and the rest of you did a very good job. Didn't need me, I called on water.
Move approval for the October 7th meeting.
A second.
Sharon Steigerwald.
Yes.
Dave Martin.
Yes.
Rich Slider.
Same.
James Nesbitt.
Yes.
Ed Nelson.
Yes.
Steve Hittner.
Okay. Get out of the way. There's no current or new business for this month, although we got a whole pile of stuff. Very briefly, a few of us had training this week, last week, and it was very informative, even for me, we thought I'd heard all the same stuff before, but it was different this time, for some reason, and it was very informative. There's some takeaways that we hope everybody was keeping them in mind. We did have kind of a submittal for the lot on Brick Schoolhouse Road that we've been asking for was Keith, we were looking at a single lot on Brick Schoolhouse lot, R5A at Badger Street subdivision.
Yes.
Questions came up about some drainage easements, that there's now a description and an instrument survey map showing them. Both at the back corner and at the front for easement for Northwest Clapping sewer. This is a former subdivision, but it's been such a long time and it's an info lot. Are we gonna need a new Mylar of this lot?
I don't recall what was presented to the board last time, if it was a full Mylar, if it was just the one.
Well, I know that you had some questions, of course, about the easements.
I
I
would
know
think,
JP had some questions about drainage.
I would think whatever Mylar they presented at that time, from my perspective, the thing we needed to do was to freshen up the map by first getting the drainage easements recorded. And then the recording information from the county clerk's office would be added to that Mylar before I would sign.
Okay, no, it's fine. It's actually the question that I had. That's really which way we.
It does look like that was done, but even in the note, the schedule, it says intending to describe it, the drainage easement.
What's the date on that?
August 9th, 2024. That's the maps they were intending to depict it on.
He did send an email. Rich today also.
Okay. Well, as long as you know, you better stand by, because that's where we're going with it. Hidden Pines, section 3. We had an October 9, 2024 letter from Schultz. And they're still waiting for a current revalidation of the wetland delineation. I also thought there were some other conversations you needed to have. Also with Schultz over Hidden Pines.
My understanding is that they were supposed to come back, but they weren't going to come back with it as planned. So rather than have the application mulled, we wanted them to tell us that they needed the extension, otherwise we didn't want to get into an argument of an
So we do
automatic.
have that.
Only the 62-day issue.
Yeah, okay. So, is there anything for the town board?
Budget was passed at our last meeting, and JP and Emilio were there. They did a presentation on their findings for we wanted to get some information on what it would take to shore up some of the water districts in town. And so JP came up with a map. There's basically 8 sections in town that they feel would fit under the US3A grant and be doable. So that's going to be, we're looking at having an informal informational meeting with the residents of those 8.
That's a good thing. We, JP and I, all actually talked about this years ago. If we were to interconnect most of them, get some good flow that stay in the system over time. If someone needed to irrigate and you couldn't get at it out of your water, there'd be that ability. With all the dead end mains that we had in town, that was impractical at the time. So that it's a good thing.
Yeah, we'll see what the feedback is from the residents. So we'll see where that goes. Time will tell. And Steve's looking into getting a grant for renewing our master plan. That was done in 2007, I believe. And then even meeting with our consultant for the farmland plan, we're going to meet with him Friday afternoon and then go through. They have a draft copy, go through that draft, and then bring it to the steering committee. And hopefully we'll get that public meeting on that. It'll probably be just hopefully before the first of the year we can have that.
Is there going to need to be any involvement from the planning board for that, other than?
No,
Well,
Dave's
it's
on the steering committee, so he'll have a chance to review it like everybody on the steering committee and hopefully present it to the public.
Good, good. You see a map priority, good ground areas.
Yeah, that came from the county. County's reviewing their farmland plan too. And that was a map that was handed out at the county meeting that I went to, and it was just kind of interesting where Hamlin's at in regards to the rest of the county.
Am I the
Make
only one
copies
that
for all the
got
board
your-
members, for all the boards.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'll get them.
Okay, Richard?
What's the status with the Kendall sewer coming through?
That's a good question. Their supervisor was supposed to get a hold of Steve and have a meeting, and I don't know if they've done that. One of their town board members reached out to me. I reached out to Steve, and he said just have him call me and we can set up a meeting.
I don't think GP has had a chance to review it yet, has it?
No, not that I'm aware of.
It's supposed to be out to bid, yeah, I don't know, that's why I was kind of curious.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know where they're at. There's a lot of questions that are unanswered there. Supposed to go to bid at the end of
That's
the
my
month.
retirement plan, so. When I finish that job, I'm all done.
Is there going to be out of district use? do that?
I don't know, that's all
How,
now.
how can they refuse themselves? I don't know how they can allow it, something to live without any involvement from the neighborhood. Township,
Wouldn't think so.
especially if there's gonna be like, a lot of issues.
Unless they've done something in the last week or something that I'm not aware of, but the last I knew, they're still waiting. Myself, Mike, Steve, we're gonna meet with, and our town attorney, either their town attorney, but I haven't heard anything, so I don't.
The other thing I have from Conservation Board is that we have one member who has chosen not to be reappointed, so there will be an opening in the Conservation Board after the end of the year.
Knowing that, we advertise.
Yeah, there's still some discussion to be had on that.
We could use some new blood. No. Keith,
Yes, sir.
there was-
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought we were referring to the conservation board. No, I have no knowledge.
Why, you moving back into town or something?
No,
I just wondered.
Nothing new at the moment. State government plods along.
Everything's at loss. Cheryl?
Nothing new, we're still waiting. Zoning board, within 2 weeks, in the same position, what I did nothing on.
We got a little paper today about what you were to voting.
No red, white, and blue?
No, red, white, you're not supposed to have any Republican, Democrat, or any other
It's
type
always
of
done that way.
notification. Yeah, but they're gonna enforce it this year, they're gonna very gracefully ask somebody they can vote and then ask them to leave. So,
You don't ask them to leave.
electioneering, well, that's what's in the paper.
You ask them to either
Well,
take
yeah.
the hat off or put
Turn
a
a
jacket
t-shirt
on.
inside out, so you can have
We've
all
always
these people
done that.
flashing each other in the thing, so. Electioneering used to really be a problem there in the sixties and
I
seventies.
mean, like the other day, we had someone with a MAGA hat, you can wear that, that's fine,
Really?
because it doesn't, candidate's name.
Oh,
Okay.
no, I would just pray that we're still a nation that's free.
Yeah,
This
this
is-
is gonna have an earmark of some sort, John, you had something to add?
Just one little thing, and I don't wanna lose it. JP looked at the property up there, storm drainage, so. Yep. Okay. Now, when we started discussing that long driveway, it was 1,400 foot or whatever it was, our fire marshal said they might need a sprinkler system, they might need an outside line and all that, and I don't wanna lose that or forget that, because of the time span here.
Is that for Brick Schoolhouse Road too?
No, that was
Oh.
the Brick Schoolhouse Road. They both have a pine in them. That's what gets a little
And
confusing.
times 3.
Yeah. But, you know, he might have to put a dry main in there, that you could hook a hydrant to it from the road.
Yeah.
And go up or whatever, but we have to know what we're doing on that before we can go and try to. So, make a note, we comfortable the system in the house, a dry system or a gas system. And then however they can accomplish the appropriate home-induced fire suppression is an issue and the change of angles and stuff. So anything we talked about today on that, that's just becomes an extension of that. So if we just make a note of it on our meeting minutes for what they are, I think it should be.
Do you think, wasn't it on the last meeting minutes on that, the fire department's,
It
the
was
fire
on the-
marshal's inclusion?
Running into the fire marshal on the parking lot a few days ago. He was somewhat confused about, what are you guys gonna do about that? And, well, we're not gonna do anything right now, you know, it's gonna take a while. I think you got a possibility, what do you do with 3 or 4 kids living in a house in a driveway that's 1,400 foot long? How do you get a school bus up there, and where's the room to turn the school bus around?
Then I can ask about, there you go.
Yeah.
And,
So there's some things that have gotta be discussed and left out, so it's,
Well, what do they do with people that have long driveways?
There's a lot of long driveways in town.
What do they do? They put a little,
Put a little what?
a shelter out,
Kids gotta wait.
and, you can move to the country, act like country. Yeah, walk uphill both ways. True, you snow. In the summer.
Walk up there both ways.
That's right. But yeah, just the water issue's an issue.
could potentially. Part of it.
Yeah, he was also concerned about only one way in and one way out.
Yeah,
It happens all over town.
so we can send one fire.
Fire trucks can-
What do they do with the other?
Now or what?
What do they do with the other end?
You see some of these guys think you can get in the garage.
So, that, okay, kids, we've already went 8 minutes over with.
I do have one, I do kind of have one question, kind of unofficial, is, we looked at the plans for the Gainey Creek Marsh a while back. Where does that project stand? You know? I'm curious, because the project just came out on Area 1 permit.
This
doesn't include the
this
Yankee
is separate from the
No,
area one
it's a
project.
different direction.
Yeah, this is the separate, the Yankee project is a separate project from the area one project.
Spring, try to get, maybe ready to hard face. City again. Well, they don't mind closing. They have a different channel every year. They don't mind closing every 1 years.
Phil, who owns the old Ducky Box over here? Is that still, is that,
Yeah, it's private owned, but I don't recall the name.
I think it's 2 people here in Florida.
One person,
Yeah.
he's the third one.
Well, there
Randy,
was one that's deceased now, that's part of it, right?
two that are
Two?
deceased,
Jennifer is one of them, and she got cancer.
the husband.
Real bad. And her other, and her husband.
Mr. Trulson also.
He's, he ran the storage over there for a while.
oh,
And he's part owner there.
yeah, yeah.
Do they have to do it, the condition is in this, that's something they have to,
It's been
the town has
falling
to
down.
step in that?
Well, there's asbestos in it, probably why it hasn't been touched in such a long time. And I think it was mainly in the roofing, which is now years ago fallen. And I'm sure with high winds, I'm sure
The asbestos is all
was
gone?
dispersed into the air. air maybe?
Pollution is delusion.
Well, there's two different types of asbestos, and is it that we gotta worry about, or is it not, or is it
Global
expensive?
and non-global, one problem. Right. One was red water and one was not.
It seems like every year it goes up to the county for taxes, and they pay just enough to get it taken care of every year. And it's like a recurring.
They don't auction property, but do they?
That would be a major improvement, in my opinion, to the community, if they made that into an industrial site, like the town of Virgin has up to 33 and 19. Just put another
Here.
Just
Too far,
one.
you're too far off of the main highways.
19's a main highway, isn't it?
No.
You're closer to 104, it'd be a different thing.
Maybe, or the bridge in Rockport disappeared.
It'd be very expensive for the town to take that. Very expensive.
There's some grant money.
If you own it.
You don't get, you can get grant money to clean it up.
We have to pay the county how many years of back taxes?
They pay every year, they just don't pay a lot. They pay a lot.
It's not
The
worth it.
account's still open.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Entertain three and then. What's the motion?
Second.
Sharon Steigerwald? Dave Martin?
Yes.
Chris Schleider?
Yes.
Justin?
Yes.
Ed Nelson?
Yes.
Steve Baker? Okay, we're done.
All right.
Well, we've got 5 now, so now we're done.
They actually walk up.